The easy route never pays well. The only route in life that pays well is the hard route, the struggle, the pain, the frustration, and the overcoming of those things. And not only do they pay, they fulfill you as well.
As you go through the challenges of life and you look at it and embrace whatever comes to you, don't run from it. Step toward it. Don't try and duck it like most people do. See, most people want it easy. See, easy come, easy go. See, but when you go at what you're going to deal with and you deal with the difficulties of it, when you handle those hard things close at hand, making those hard decisions right now that you don't want to make, learning those things that you don't like to do, but you know that in order for you to get where you want to go, this is one of the hoops that you have to flip through. And I'm saying to you, whatever you got to do it, because if you don't, life is going to whoop you until you surrender. So if it's hard, then do it hard.
When things go wrong, they always seem to happen at once, and they just compound on top of each other. And it's pretty easy sometimes to feel beaten when you're faced with all those issues and all those problems, and they all hit you at the same time. But let me tell you, that doesn't mean give up. In fact, it means the opposite. It means it's time for you to fight harder, to dig in. It means it's time for you to go on the warpath.
I want to reassure you that you can do it. I want you to reassure you that you can make the decision. I want to reassure you that no matter what the night, no matter what the storm, no matter what the difficulty, there isn't anybody here that can't figure it out, find some things to do, step at a time, yes. Minute at a time, yes. Day at a time, yes. Week at a time, yes. But there isn't anything you can't walk away from. There isn't any challenge you can't overcome. I want you to have that kind of belief in yourself.
The first thing I believe you got to do to turn yourself around is really take control of your mind, or specifically, you got to feed and strengthen the mind. The mind is an interesting place, isn't it? I mean, fear can take us over. Uncertainty kind of unleashes all these thoughts that make us start to believe very often that things will always be bad, that we'll never be able to turn it around, or that we don't have the capability. It's just the nature of those inner voices that everybody feels at times. Now, maybe you're not feeling it right now, but I'm sure there are times that you have. So to take control of your focus, what do? Well, I was told all of a sudden I had a tumor, or way back when I'm on my own trying to figure out what to do, I realized that somehow to take control of my mind, I had to feed it. That if I didn't feed my mind, I'd be living on the weeds that came around me. I mean, today, if all you do is, pick up your phone, you've got all kinds of messages that are going to get your full attention, or flip on Google and check out the news, or watch CNN, or whatever it is you do, it's constantly coming at us. One of my first teachers, Jim Rohn, taught me something years ago. He said, Tony, every day you got to stand guard at the door of your mind. He said, I'll give you a good lesson. He said, think about this. What if your worst enemy in the whole world came and dropped some sugar in your coffee? He said, what would happen to you? And I was just a 17-year-old kid just getting started. And I said, what do you mean? I'd have sweet sugar. He said, that's right. He said, what if your best friend, with the best intention in the world, drop one drop of strychnine in your coffee? I said, I'd be dead. He goes, that's right. So remember, life is both sugar and strychnine, and you better stand guard at your coffee. Stand guard at the door of your mind, because things feed in there and you start to accept them. They start to become beliefs. You start to make up meanings that take over your life.
Your focus must be on becoming a true alpha male first, on yourself, your life, your career, and who you want to become. You see, life isn't just about attaining the career of your dreams, buying your dream house, your dream car, and having your dream girl. It's about the man you become along the way. You aren't just creating those physical things in your life. You are creating and becoming a new man. Life isn't just about the journey and the path you will take. It is also about how you develop yourself. The problem has never been that you are not an alpha male. The problem has always been that you have negative beliefs that have hidden your true alpha male self. Most, if not all of us, have had experiences in life that caused our subconscious mind to create beliefs about ourselves that are no help whatsoever. But your subconscious mind, with all of its super intelligence at keeping you alive and running well, is notorious for holding on to negative beliefs. Your subconscious mind is not concerned if you follow your bliss or become a self-actuated person. All your subconscious mind is concerned about is your survival. It's very primal. Your subconscious mind will take fearful, scary, or bad events in your life and store them away permanently. Next, it will create a belief based upon those events. For example, if your father told you that you were no good when you were 8 years old, and then a teacher told you the same thing when you were 10, then your subconscious mind would develop the belief that you are not good enough. Furthermore, if you tried to convince yourself that you are worthy and good enough, your subconscious mind will dutifully bring up events from the past to prove you wrong. It has a perfect memory and it stores everything. The point is that the only thing standing in the way between who you are being now and your true alpha male self are those negative beliefs. Once those are cleared, then your true alpha male self can flourish. One of the misconceptions about being an alpha male is that he has to succeed at everything. That is not true. You don't have to be the best at everything. For example, if you are really bad at math and you have absolutely no desire to learn it, then don't beat yourself up for being bad at it. Hire an accountant and let them do the math for you. In other words, just because you are learning to become a true alpha male, it doesn't mean that you have to conquer everything in life. Focus on what you love to do in life and not on what you don't like to do or are not good at. It's okay. We all have different talents. In reality, who you really are is who you are right now, but without all of the negative beliefs about yourself. Hence is why you need a way to remove the negative beliefs that you have about yourself. When it comes down to it, becoming an alpha male is not as difficult as it may seem. Basically, you have been programmed to have negative thoughts which turn into negative beliefs. So what you need to do is reprogram your subconscious mind with the positive thoughts, feelings, and beliefs of being a true alpha male. The other point about being an alpha male is that scope really doesn't matter. For example, if you are a single dad, then you are the alpha male to your children. Being a great dad as an alpha male is extremely important to them, and it's very important to society as a whole. There is no role as an alpha male that is not important. So, whether you are the owner of a major corporation or a single dad, you are needed. Size and scope doesn't matter. The notion that you have to be the best in every group would set you up for failure. It's impossible. If you are the most powerful alpha male in every group or social setting, then there would only be one, and you would be president of the United States or China. The point is that it is really good to always strive to be the best alpha male guy that you can, but have realistic expectations. You don't need to be the top dog everywhere you go. The only point you need to know is that scope doesn't matter. Do your best to be the top dog if you want in every social situation, but let it go if you can't. Be your new, true alpha male self, no matter what situation you find yourself in, and no matter who comes before you. Don't become a beta male in one situation and an alpha in another. Be your true self, always. The actionable steps that we are going to get into have to do with improving who you are and not what you do. But we will include what to do in some situations so that you get an idea of what is normal for the new alpha male you. One of the things that you must start to do is to visualize yourself as being a true alpha male. You have to feel it. You have to believe it. understanding the law of attraction is one of the best ways to start to become a true alpha male.